Quality this week is organized. If you want something that you've never had, you got to be willing to do something you've never done. You hear that? If you want something you've never had, you got to be willing to do something you've never done. Keep doing what you've been doing, you're going to keep getting what you've been getting. Insanity, one of the definitions of insanity is keep doing what you've been doing and expect different results. The quality is organized. I will say this, when I was a younger coach, one of the first things, Y.A. Tittle was from Marshall, Texas, and was an outstanding person. And he actually got me a chance to talk to Bill Walsh, who, if you know football, you know Bill Walsh was one of the truly great coaches that ever coached. And I may have learned more in that 45 minutes with him than I have in 30 years. But the one thing I learned is he left absolutely nothing to chance. You talking about organized. You know, he became famous because they scripted the first 10 plays of the game. Well, they scripted every practice. In every practice, their practice was so organized that anything they needed to work on or do, there was a spot for it. And if they didn't have the organization to do it, they didn't do it. Years later, when I was coaching, I had an opportunity to spend some time with the Cowboys, and Jimmy Johnson was the head coach. And Norv Turner and Dave Wanstead told me that one of the big words Jimmy used was budget. You have to have a budget. In other words, if you don't have the time to work on it, you can only budget so much. And he would tell Norv Turner that, you know, you only get 2 running plays on the goal line because you can only practice so much. You know, all of that is organization. That's being organized. You know, I used to be so proud of myself because every Wednesday I sat down and wrote thank you notes to people until I read about George H.W. Bush. He spent the first hour of every day, 7 days a week, writing thank you notes. Organized. I'm going to be willing to bet you that the people that are successful, ultra successful, the one quality every one of them had. I'll bet you all the CEOs, and I have no study to prove this, I'll bet you organized is the one quality that they all have. Because if you're not organized, you're just hoping something gets done. If you want something you've never had, you got to be willing to do something you've never done. Maybe you've not been organized. You just go and whatever happens, happens. If you want something you've never had, you got to be willing to do something you've never done. If you keep doing what you've been doing, you're going to keep getting what you've been getting. That's as simple as it is. That's why organized is such an important quality. When you write down your goals, what are you really doing? You're organizing your day. When you write down the 3 things you're going to get done today, what are you doing? You're organizing the day. That's what you do. And when you start doing that, now you're going to be the best you that you can be.